That's right. And we are in a new year. We're already in a new
Finally.
year. Mm-hmm.
Feels like
Mm-hmm.
it took us forever to get here.
I know, right? But the beauty of that is that we're still staying connected.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
always.
So excited about that. And I'm excited about, what we're talking about today. Making plans, hopes, dreams, aspirations for not just 2021, because we talked about that too. We don't have any New Year's resolutions, but
Yeah.
we do have some hopes and dreams and some goals that we want to accomplish.
Yeah, because the reason why we don't have New Year's resolutions, Dr. Sarah and I were kind of the same, is because for me, I know I'm not going to keep it. So why would I make a goal for something that I know I'm just going to break in a few weeks? I want to do something more positive. That's why I don't have New Year's resolutions.
Right. And two, I think it's kind of mundane. Everybody does that, and we're unique people. We're different, and we are proud of our differences, and that's one of the things that we want to encourage other people to do too. This thought that I had this week is like live your life out loud in a sense where your uniqueness. Like I'd rather be hated for being who I am than to be loved for being who I am not.
Mm. Yeah, exactly. Like for me, because I'm on air every day, so the person you hear on air is the person you're going to get in real life.
Right.
That's what I try to be every day.
Yeah, exactly. That's so important, that people get to know us for who we are. And, these are real life experiences for us. We're not talking about something that we are not experiencing ourselves. Just like, we talked about the pandemic and stuff. Well, we've actually gone through that. We've had a couple of scares and we've missed our family and, we've had to quarantine and not being in the studio together. We've learned how to cope too. So that's one of the things I enjoy about what we're doing is we're able to be ourselves while staying connected with our communities and, kind of helping them to take a look at things perhaps with a new perspective too.
Mm. Yeah, in this episode, we mainly just want to talk about like our hopes and goals. And if any of you wanted to chime in on that, you can always email us as well, and we can get to that for our next episode. But Dr. Sarah, what are some of your hopes and goals for this year?
Well, one of them is I have quite a few. Last year, I was able to do two courses through my theology school, so I'd like to do at least two courses this year. In addition to that, personally, I'd like to finish a book that I started. Yeah. So that's one of my goals. And, I talked about discipline, how important it is for me to discipline myself. And I even started today with some parts of that discipline, putting things in place that I need to have in place in order to accomplish that goal. How about you?
Now, well, first, the book. Is that something you're reading, or are you writing another book?
Writing another book.
Oh, cool. What's this one going to be about?
This one is going to be about the life of an empowered wife.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, the Real Housewives of Christianity. So I started, I'm telling you, Bethany, I've been like super, super busy, just thinking and creating and envisioning. And what I want wives to really get from this book is that they are not just housewives. That they
So much more.
absolutely. And I just want them to see the potential that they have in themselves, that even, for some that are traditional homemakers who are just at home with their children, that while you're there, you could discover so many things about yourself and, unique gifts and skills and talents and abilities that can cause you to just work with what you have while you're at home and to enjoy yourself while doing it, because that's a big thing too about planning. Sometimes we don't make it enjoyable.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, you work so hard at trying to achieve the goal that you miss the joy in it. So, we should have fun with planning. It shouldn't be considered a hard task.
And always stressful, too.
Right, trying to be perfect. Understand you're going to make some mistakes, along the way. You're going to cheat if you are, trying to diet or something like that. You're going to have your days which you're going to cheat and mess up. I mean, it's all about enjoying life. If I haven't learned anything throughout this process, I've really learned that what's essential is that I enjoy my life while I'm doing certain things.
Mm. Yes, same, me too.
Laugh some, do some. I play basketball with my grandsons. They have this little basketball thing. They have one outside, but they also have one inside their home. And I play basketball with them. I ride their dirt bikes. Um, I just try and do things to also enjoy life and not always be so serious.
You sound like a fun grandma.
They think I am. But what's so funny is when I do things that they don't think I could or can do. And so they thought that I could ride a bike, but I probably would fall off. Um,
I'm sure they would laugh. As long as you weren't hurt, they would still laugh.
oh yeah, I actually have them record a lot of it. It's so interesting because even when you talk about like planning for the future, I don't have a lot of pictures that my children, when they were younger, growing up, I don't have a lot of those pictures. And so one of the things that in my planning for the future is to always incorporate memorable moments. So I take a lot of pictures and I capture a lot of moments with my family because those are memories. And I think you want to take that with you into the future. So yeah, I am the fun grandmother who I'll get out there. I play baseball with them. I've played golf with them. I've gone roller skating with them, Chuck E. Cheese. So I try to be involved and
I
active.
love it. I hope I'm like that when I'm a grandma. I want to be like a fun grandma too, the one that's always out and about with their grandkids.
Yes, yes. They keep you young, I tell you that much. And they look forward to, I went to see them yesterday for a little bit. And I told them I was going to come back tomorrow. And they're like, you're going to come back tomorrow? So they really do enjoy my company. I am a disciplinarian grandmother, but I also have fun. And
Yeah, you have to have that balance.
yes.
Be fun, but also stern at the same time.
Yes, and they know, when I mean business, they know. But I will say, I really have some good grandchildren. I don't have to get on them a lot at all. I really don't. So we end up just having really good times. They love my cooking. At least my older grandson, the one that, I have some that live here and then some that live up north. And so the older one, he's 10. He just thinks that I can do anything and be successful at it. So he's like, you should do your baking, and enter into the baking contest. And I'm like, no, I'm not that good. And then you should sing and enter into the singing contest.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Oh my God. I'm like, thank you, but no, grandson, I don't think I'm that good. I just like to do it for fun, but I
I
appreciate
love how little
that.
kids, they always think we're so much better than we actually are. Only they could stay like that forever.
I know, right? And only if we can see ourselves through their eyes.
Right?
I'd
We'd be amazing.
Oh, I was about to say that. I'd be amazing if I could see myself through. They don't
We'd be
see,
famous.
hey, they don't see the flaws and stuff in us. They have such pure vision. And that's beautiful. I really enjoy that about being a grandmother, that they have pure vision. So, in speaking of planning, I was doing a series last year, and actually today on Straight Talk for Christian Women, we're continuing on that series. So we kind of took a pause because of the holiday. So we're picking back up today for the new year. And I was doing your attitude and success. Well, we're in that planning part of the series. And it's not like a series of maybe I shouldn't use the word series, because series is more so like if I'm on a certain topic in ministry. But it's like a lengthy workshop, almost like a certification class. And so I want to say we're moving into like our 8th week or so. So we're just about complete. Generally, it takes us 8 weeks, but we broke because of the holiday. So anyway, we're entering into that planning phase, and then after that is implementing. So I'll be teaching today some of the things that I'm, going to share or we'll be talking about this morning, and basically asking yourself these three questions. This has been so helpful for me, and I want to get your opinion on it. So the first question is, what am I doing? Okay. The second question is, why am I doing what I'm doing? And the third question is, how am I doing what I'm doing? And these are three questions that everyone should ask themselves before they decide to do something. So before they make a decision. Tell me your thoughts on that.
About those three questions.
Yes.
I think it's good because for me, like when I try and make a decision, I always think long and hard about it, probably way too long. But I always try and see, am I going to benefit from it? Are other people going to benefit from it? So I like those three questions because that kind of goes along with it. You want to make sure that it's going to be beneficial to you. You're going to have a positive outcome from it. You kind of want to do your own research and everything too. So I really like those questions. They're kind of difficult questions, but they're good questions.
And they really are. You can't get to the second question until you answer the first question. Because what I discover in life, especially when it came to like life planning, I talk to people by coaching, about developing a life plan. And instead of the year, you have a life plan, and then that kind of creates a type of year, you're going to have. And so when I asked them that question about what am I doing, I actually had to ask myself that question one day. Like, what are you doing? And I had to look at it from or in every area of my life, what I was doing. I mean, actually, literally, like if I was sitting down and I had something that I needed to do, it's like, what are you doing? Why are you sitting down, procrastinating when you have this to do and that to do? So I had to ask myself, what am I doing? Then I had to say, which was tough too, when I got to it, why am I doing this? Not just why am I sitting down per se, but some of the tougher areas of life, like, am I doing this, like you said, for other people? Am I doing it for myself? Am I going to make an impact? And these are really tough questions. Then it was like, well, how are you doing this? The type of attitude you have. Are you doing it because you want to do it? Are you doing it angry? Are you doing it happy? Purpose driven. And so those have really been my go-to questions when I'm planning anything. And if they don't align up or add up, then I can't make that move.
Yeah, no, those are really good to go by too.
Yeah. And then you have to, in those questions, when I'm teaching the class, they have to actually describe what they're doing, in like every area of their lives. And then, where do I want to go? After you get done with that, it's like, well, where do you want to go? So if you have hopes and dreams and aspirations, like I want to finish this book, it's going to take discipline, for me to do that. But also I'm going to have a vision as to where do I want to go in this season of my life. I just turned 50. I'm a grandmother. Life is still different, although I have, my little baby. It's still, where do I want to go from here?
Yeah.